Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be working on a dust collection system for my workshop, and it's going to be based off of a shop vac. Let's get to it. If you've ever tried using a shop vac for dust collection, I'm sure you've been as frustrated as I am with things that just don't seem to want to fit together properly. This DeWalt sander is a perfect example. It's got this adapter on the end of it that came with it, and it's got 3 different sizes, and nothing that I have will fit directly to it. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've come up with and what works and what doesn't work. And if you have anything that you found that works or doesn't work, feel free to put them in the comments down below. It'll help me out, and it'll help anybody who's looking at the comments out. Let me show you some of the pieces that I have and what I'm going to try and put together today, and what's going to work and what's not going to work. Let's start with the standard dust collection hose, which is what I have right here. This one came with my dust hopper, which is why it's very short. But all shop vac dust collection hoses come with 2 male ends. So that's the first hurdle that you have to get over. That's easy enough to resolve with something like this. This is a shop vac connector. So it's female on both ends. It'll connect onto one hose, and you can take another hose and put it on there and extend your reach with that. Here's an elbow that came with my dust topper. It actually came with 2. Of course, the dust topper hose fits fine, but only in the one end. This end, this is a street elbow, is about the same size as the male end of the shop vac hoses. The rigid hose fits okay, but the Craftsman, this end is too loose and this end is too loose. Now it could be because this Craftsman's old and worn out a little bit, but that may be an issue if you're working with an older shop vac and you want to go with the dust topper. This orange hose right here came with a rigid auto detailing kit. Came with a bunch of different accoutrements you can put at the end of it, but it has a male standard end, so you can plug it directly into your shop vac, or you can use a coupler to connect it to one of your bigger hoses. And it has this small end that all the tools go into, and surprisingly that fits onto my DeWalt sander. And this hose is really flexible and it's a lot easier to work with, so this is one option for my sander. So now where you may start to run into problems is if you get one of these Powertec universal ports. This is to put on a cabinet or something. I'm using one of these on my router table. Things aren't going to work out so well. Craftsman, too loose to get you a really solid connection. I suppose you could tape it, but that kind of defeats the purpose. This is the other end of the Craftsman, which I took off for some testing. This is more solid than the flexible end of the hose. This fits okay. It will seal. Works on the rigid, and it works on the dust topper, although it goes in there pretty far. There's another Powertec fitting. This is a Y fitting. Too loose. Too loose. But it fits the rigid if you push it all the way. Now if you want to go with the Powertec 2.5-inch elbow, which is what I have here, the 2.5 is supposedly the outer dimension. None of these are going to plug in. But they make that clear when you order these, that they're not for shop vacs. These are made to work with these flexible hoses. You put them on and you put a hose clamp on there. And these flexible hoses will also work on these thinner Powertec fittings with a hose clamp. Right here I have 2 pieces of 2.5-inch hose. They're both 20 foot long, but they're from different manufacturers. And this one fits a little loose on this fitting. It fits much tighter on this fitting. And this one here is a Powertec, and this is some other brand. So the Powertec is a lot snugger on these 2.5-inch fittings for dust collection. So now we have 2-inch PVC. I have a coupler and a piece of 2-inch PVC pipe. It's roughly the same outer dimension as a shop vac hose, but it's slightly larger. This one, I heated up the end and used a cap to kind of squeeze the end in a little bit. I don't know if you could see that here. So it's about the same size as the male end of the shop vac. and that will fit into a coupler. And it will fit into the inside of the dust right, and it'll fit some of these other fittings that I showed you already. And if you want to go with 2-inch PVC, the Powertec is snug enough that you can put it onto 2-inch PVC and clamp it on there. But I think it's a little bit too loose on this other brand. Another thing I'm going to be using with my system, and this is from Rockler, this is their Dust Right shop vac manifold, and what this allows you to do is you screw this onto something and you hook your hose from your shop vac to this blue fitting, and you can move it from one tool to the next or one hose to the next, and then you can connect different tools here. This thing works pretty well. The shop vac hoses plug right in, either that end or this end, and you can also use the 2.5-inch dust collection hose on the outside of these fittings. Again, you'll have to use hose clamps. So this thing's pretty nice because you can connect shop vac hoses or these dust collection hoses. Another option are these rubber Fernco fittings, and these are made for 2-inch PVC, but you can put them onto something like the Dust Right and clamp it down and go to PVC. It fits pretty well. And this is a street elbow, so I have the rubber connector pushed on there. And then you can go with PVC pipe out if you want to hard pipe it. So those are just a few things that I found that work together and don't work together with this 2-inch, 2.5-inch, whatever you want to call it, shop vac dust collection system. So I'm going to try and build a system today using just a shop vac and some of those fittings that I just talked about. Let me show you what I'm trying to do. Let me just give you a quick overview of what I'm trying to accomplish with my system. So I'm going to start with, of course, my shop vac, and I'm going to have connected to that the dust topper. You can use one of the mini cyclones or something, but having something right before your shop vac that separates the bulk of the dust out is a really good idea. So that's just going to be a direct connection. When I come off of this, I'm going to split the hose into 2 lines. And this line right here, I want to have always active, and I'll use this for sanding and for my router table fence, things like that. And I'll make some kind of cap that goes over the end of it. So whenever I turn on my shop vac, this line's always going to be active. The best way to do this would, of course, be to have some kind of blast gate here, but I don't want to overcomplicate it. And then coming off of here, I'm going to go to my Dust Right. And that's going to allow me to have different tools connected. So I'll have one line going to my table saw, another line going to my router table, and then I have some other connections that I can use for other things. So pretty simple system, and I think the Dust Right's going to work out well. I guess we'll find out. I have everything hooked up. Here's where everything starts. This is underneath my workbench, and coming off of my shop vac, I have the short hose going over to the dust topper. And you're probably wondering, how do you turn that thing on if it's underneath your workbench like that? Well, I have this little remote, and I just carry it around on my pouch or in my pocket and just turn it on. Coming off of the dust topper, I have a Y, and this hose going down goes underneath the workbench to the other side. And this is going to be my main utility hose for my sander and things like that. And then this hose goes over to the Dust Right manifold, where I can switch between stationary tools. So this is the hose that's coming off the Y right by the dust topper, and it goes into a dust topper elbow, which is a street elbow, and it goes right into the blue fitting. So this is the supply to this manifold. And the first position I have here is effectively my blast gate. And the way I did that is I just took a piece of PVC and squeezed the end down and put a cap on it. So whenever I have it in this position, I'm not getting any vacuum out of it. And then I can just slide it over, and it goes to this hose, which runs over to my table saw, and I put it over here, and that's for the router table, and it comes off of this hose and goes right into the back of my router table cabinet. The hose coming off of the Dust Right to my table saw, I didn't need a clamp because this is really tight on here, but you need to leave a lot of slack in here for when you need to move your saw from 90 to 45. So you need to leave some slack in there. So this is the other side of my workbench, and the hose comes out from underneath, and I just have it zip tied to this lally column, which is conveniently located right in the center of my workshop. And it comes up, and I have a little clip here that came off one of my old shop vacs to hold the end of the hose. And then it goes up to this arm here, and I'll show you the rest of this arm from the other side. The arm is really simple. I have just this block of plywood with some hose clamps holding it to the lally column, and a hinge going to a piece of plywood, another hinge, and another piece of plywood. And again, I just zip tied the hose to the plywood so it's easy to make changes if I need to. And I have a lot of flexibility with this. I can move it around all different directions wherever I need it. On the end of the hose, to be able to connect it to different things, I went with another piece of PVC that I tapered the end down so I can put on shop vac attachments like this to reduce it down, or I can put a brush on here, things like that. And to plug this line off so it's no longer active, I went with a coupler, a short piece of pipe, and a 2-inch cap. So I can put that on there, and that'll block the line off, and it will be inactive. This is the only part of the system that I'm not real happy with. I mean, it does do what I need it to do. I can put shop vac fittings on here, and I can put brushes or whatever, and I can cap the line off, but this is a little cheesy. I'm hoping that somebody out there has some product or knows of something that can get me from this 2.5-inch flexible hose back down to a shop vac male end that I could also cap off in some way. If you know something, please comment down below. I also made sure that this hose is going to reach to my router table and plug into the back of my router fence. So that way when I'm doing something at the router table, I can have vacuum from the cabinet and also at the fence. It's going to be a lot easier to keep my work area clean when I have vacuum at both points. Maybe one day I'll build one of those fancy overarm things for my table saw, and I can suck some of the dust off the top that goes flying all over the place. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. It's definitely going to make working in the workshop a lot more enjoyable. I won't have to worry about as much of a mess to clean up afterwards because I'll have dust collection pretty much everywhere I'm making sawdust, and it'll be a lot easier for me to clean up when I do have a little mess here and there. If you have any comments, again, put them down below. I'd love to hear your ideas about it, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Thanks for watching.